All right, Kenman here, and last week I revisited a company that I have dozens of knives from, but not many of the recent date. And it was a winner. So I thought to myself, they probably have more excellent winners to be found. So I focused on another hunt. Geez. Talk. Are you actually going to unbox something? Yeah, quiet you. Of course I am. It's right here. Before we start, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I purchase everything at retail price, and I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment below. Okay, more good news today. It's another Sencut. Free yourself from this box. On the floor. Another Sencut bag on the floor. Actually, recently became an affiliate. I got an affiliate link to several companies, and one of them is Sencut Civivi. So, which that means is if you click on the link below and you make a purchase, then that purchase will give a little kickback to my channel, helps support me, and I will use all that money to buy more Sencuts or more knives, things for the channel. It's pretty fun. It's cool. It's nice that I reached out to some companies, got word back, and now I've got several affiliate links. You can check them all out down below. But I did get a Sencut last week, like I said, and it was a nice one. And I've done quite a few dies with them and have many in my collection. It's a nice company, and we've got a new freshie. Little snacks. Get that out of our life. And we've got a nice pouch right here. Little info card. This looks new from the last time I got one. Just a short little nice read before opening. Sheets. You get a nice cloth, which is always excellent. And this really nice bag. The bags are great. I have tons of them. Okay, and we have the knife. Anybody recognize it? Know which one this is? Another mini bag on the floor. This is the Sencut Neches. Why do I always do this? Neches. Neches. I think. Do a little more research. Take more notes. Okay, so the Sencut Neches. We're going to just call it the Neches. What are we looking at? It is a 10CR 15 MOV blade, which I have a lot of 9CR 18, and I have some 8s and some 7. I even have a 3 over there, believe it or not. I'll be honest, though, I don't know much about 10CR 15 MOV. If anyone does, comment below. Let us know what qualities compared to like 9CR 18 MOV, or if you've got something you want to compare it to, like D2 or whatever, you know. Or is it closer to like a 154 CM or 14C 28N, or numbers, letters, numbers. I am sorry. Okay, this one also has a micarta handle, a very interesting, smooth kind of micarta, which means we could use it for the die project. If you haven't seen that, check one of them out right there. What color would you like to see us go with this one here? When we do a die, you can only add color to the color that already exists. So it's got this tan kind of brownish orange. So that is going to have a heavy effect on the final color. Ooh, that's got a nice drop. So it's a flipper tab only, but it's satisfying. Let's see if I can fail it. Just try to do a real weak one. And it pretty much, I wonder if I can just push it, get a push fail. Wow, that's actually got a really nice detent on it. So that, for just being the only method of deployment, it works great. You enjoy these unboxings? Hit that like button. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Helps me out and I appreciate it. Yeah, so it says right there, almost in a ghost mark, the 10CR. And it's got the Sencut on that side. Other than that, very clean look. You almost can't see that one on there. I like the way that is. It just keeps it nice and non-distracting. I don't need banners and stuff all over the place on there. I kind of like it just clean like this. Okay, so the clop can be swapped. The clip can be swapped to the other side, so the lefties can change it up, put it on that other side if they want, which is great. Boom. Blade is nice and solid, which is great. Let's check the detent. It's got a nice strong detent. Gets pretty close and pulls it in. Boom. And then, like I said, if I try to fail, it's strong enough that when you barely get enough pressure on it, it pretty much opens it all the way up. It's got a nice drop shut action too as well. You can kind of just give it a couple shakes and it drops down. I bet you once we put in a little KPL oil on there and just mess with it a little bit, it's going to drop even faster. What is nice is it's got that flipper tab nub, so I can go like that and it easily catches my thumb for swinging around. I have some, sorry about that car driving by. I have some knives that basically they don't have that, and if it wants to swing fast and the blade doesn't have anything to stop on it, it can catch your thumb. I've actually got a little nick right there from a week or two ago. When you use it as like a righty, your thumb is usually like this, so it swings around and it usually will catch your thumbnail, so it's a little bit less of an issue. But as a lefty, it's something I think about a little bit more when I have knives. But because that has that, it catches really easy, so then now it's, and then I fail it like that, but it's far enough around that then you can, what am I doing? Where are we? Yeah, you get it there and you can kind of swing it shut like that. Oh, I don't know. Nice. Very clean, thin profile though. I like this so far. So there's some jimps on there. Bigger jimps, nice little pile of them. And they're out good. I mean, I always say they could go out further, but in this case, there isn't really a choke up spot, so you're right here. That is a decent spot. That feels good. This is a nice daily carry, not too big. Feels like it just works pretty much every time. Easy flip out, get it to work, get it to do its thing, put it away. Boom, you're done. That detent is solid enough. I check the centering. Blade is in the center where it should be. Let's get some close-ups here. Nice wide shot. Handle is very simple. This is like a $35 knife probably. In that budget realm, Sencut makes there. It's kind of it's the Wee Civivi Sencut company. They're all together. Wee's kind of their top stuff. Civivi's kind of more their middle range, and then the Sencut is kind of more on their budget line. But they do kind of cross over and have some that are cheap and some of the other. You know, there's some inexpensive Civivis. There's some more expensive Sencuts. But yeah, it's a nice company. They've got a lot of cool stuff, and I've done quite a few die projects with them. They're good, you know, like I said, budget knives that have great action, so you're not spending too much. When I started getting into the customizations, you don't always want to start by customizing $100+ knife, you know. Okay, we are 7 1/4. Just wants to be a little longer than 7 1/4. End to end, so not a real big knife. Blade, it could be considered 3 1/4 if you try, maybe a little less. The cutting surface is more than that though. The cutting surface is definitely 3 1/4 with a short little belly to it. Handle is 4 1/8, approximately 4 1/8. Okay, let's check this blade thickness. A little thinner, 1/10 or 1/100th of a 1/10 of an inch. Sorry, my brain today. And just under a 1/2 inch in the thickest part of the handle. So not too big, but a nice size for like EDC without being too large. I compare everything with the CJRB Pyrite. Pyrite is just a little bit bigger in the handle. If you bring the handle back, blades are about the same length. Sencut has a little bit more cutting surface because the Pyrite has that kind of forward finger choil, which I would think would be nice because then you get that choke up spot right there and just get a little bit more control. And in this case, it wouldn't have been that hard for them to kind of do that. But maybe they're trying to get a longer profile of that blade on that one there. It's not a make or break by any means. The other Sencut that I did get recently is this Scepter. They're actually very similar. This one does have the thumb studs on it, but it's a smaller, more low-profile knife that's got that flipper tab, and it has that same kind of easy to kind of stop on your thumb, drop shut really good, but you also get those thumb studs, and it does have a little bit more of a front, like a forward choil action to it. Size-wise, I guess the Scepter is a little bit smaller on the blade and the handle. They're pretty close, but I would say the Scepter is just a little bit smaller. It's got that little notch right there, and versus the Neches is fairly plain, not a lot to the handle to it. A little more action with a few different more deployment methods, which the Neches is kind of lacking. But sometimes you just want something that's that slim profile, simple kind of a thing. In a way, similar to the Genie that I got, the Kaiser Genie. It's a little bit longer, but these kind of smaller profile blades. It did kind of remind me, I also got a Migron Parasum for the die project recently, and it is a flipper tab only deployment as well, so they kind of are similar in that. Migron is definitely a little bit bigger on the blade and the handle though. What does everyone think of this Sencut? Neches. I should weigh it. I keep forgetting to grab the scale and weigh things sometimes. All right, let's get this in view. 2.6. The Scepter is 2.4, so they're very similar. Go ahead and throw all these on there. 2.3 for the Genie. The Migron is 3.7, and the Pyrite is also going to be almost 3.7. They're a little bit heavier. So it's a lighter offering at 2.6 with this thinner profile. That makes sense. I dig it though. This is an interesting knife. Like I said, if you're looking for something that's just you want to use as a worker, you open your boxes or breaking down boxes, cutting up tape or whatever it is. You want a knife that's less than 40 bucks. Keep in your pocket, but then it opens pretty good and works well and does what you need to do. It feels good in the hand. I don't really feel any hot spots or anything. It's just simple and clean kind of a design, and you can swap that pocket clip to the other side. So, I mean, boom. Sencut with another win. One of my favorite Sencuts I'll grab real quick here is the Arc Blast. It's a button lock, but you've got that flipper tab and that button lock action, plus the flick outs. You can see the fidget factor is great. It's got that big hollow grind blade. I did the laser mark on this too. Pretty cool. If you haven't seen any of this yet, check it out. Video right up there. If you're interested in a Sencut, feel free to use my link. Hook me up on the channel a little bit. Helps me out. But other than that, stay sharp. Check out yourself a Sencut. See you soon.